There is a new push for safety in and around after-hours clubs in Seattle. It comes just days after 5 people were shot in the Chinatown International District, which led detectives to a hookah lounge. King 5's Jim Nelson live tonight with new details on that proposal. Jim.
Yeah, right now it's just a draft, but it will likely be officially introduced very soon. Essentially, it would require those after-hours clubs to follow much stricter regulations in order to stay open. Growing concern over what's happening in the middle of the night.
We have this period of time between 2 a.m. and 5 a.m. where bad things have happened, and partly because there's no regulation to it.
Seattle City Council member Bob Kettle, who chairs the Safety Committee, plans to introduce legislation to better regulate after-hours clubs.
So they don't do the security pieces, for example. They don't do that kind of oversight. And this is where, unfortunately, we end up with people being shot and killed.
Just last weekend, 5 people were shot in the Chinatown International District just before 4 a.m. Police found shell casings inside and outside a hookah lounge on South Lane Street. Everyone survived, unlike in the summer of 2023.
And then all of a sudden you heard the screaming and that's when pure panic.
3 people killed in a shooting at a hookah lounge in the Mount Baker neighborhood.
If we look away, it's like we permit it. And as you know from my committee, one of the biggest challenges we have in the city is that permissive environment. We permit things to happen.
Kettle's proposal would require a new regulatory license for those businesses and clubs that are open beyond the standard bar closing time of 2 a.m. Among the rules, no alcohol at all after 2 a.m., at least 2 security officers on site, and video surveillance at all entrances and exits. Plans that Kettle hopes will help curb the violence.
Here's the bottom line, though. People are getting killed. Families are losing loved ones. You know, we have to do this, and again, we have to do it right.
Now, this comes with some penalties, too. Violations would lead to fines first, then potentially criminal charges against those establishments. The city would also have the right to deny or revoke licenses with what amounts to a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to violence. Kettle expects this will be introduced before City Council early next month. Live in Seattle, Jim Nelson, King 5 News.